Agribusiness brought to you by Kansas Soybean Commission. The Soybean Checkoff. Progress powered by Kansas farmers.
Good morning and welcome back to the show. We're at the 2013 Soybean Expo here in Topeka. We're joined by Matt. Matt, thanks for joining us. Biodiesel seems to be gaining ground. Every time I kind of turn around, I see another truck out that's got powered by biodiesel. It's a growing business, it's a growing industry, and it's growing right here in the state of Kansas.
Yeah, well, it is growing. We've increased production. We've been in production, commercially production and sales since 2009 in Kansas, and it continues to grow, and we've increased production nearly every year. A little bit down this last year due to economics, but we're excited for next year and the possibilities. But I think the technology's there, guys are using it, they see that it can run in any diesel engine without modification, and that really helps as a drop-in replacement fuel to petroleum diesel.
And when we look at the price of diesel over the last couple of months, 6 months, even the last year, hovering over $4, it's kind of coming back down to earth a little bit, not probably as close as most people would like, but hovering around that $4 mark, and if not a little bit more. How economical is biodiesel versus just regular diesel?
That's a good question. I mean, that's a lot of times the first question we get, because at the end of the day, people, they need to make it work if they're small business owners or farmers. And yes, it's a very competitively priced fuel. Oftentimes, it can be even cheaper per gallon. So we're usually, same price or anywhere from 10 to 20, 30 cents less is where we really like to be. We want it to be an economical win for the farmers or for the trucking companies, diesel owners, that kind of thing that are using the product. So we want it to be a win. So it's very competitive, and unlike some of the other fuels, its mileage is extremely competitive. So your dollar for dollar spending on biodiesel versus petroleum diesel can really be a good economical product.
Well, not only that, but you got to think about your carbon footprint too. I mean, as guys are out plowing, 10,000 acres, it burns cleaner.
Yes.
So, I mean, let's not only put dollars and cents to it, but let's talk about our carbon footprint as well.
Yeah, it's out here in Kansas where the weather blows a lot, the wind does, we don't think about it, but you get, I was in a metropolitan city the other day and it's an issue, just clean air. And biodiesel is 80% less CO2 emissions than petroleum diesel, so it's a clean product. EPA considers it an advanced biofuel based on how it scores in an environmental score.
We do have consumers who watch the show every morning. But there is no food versus fuel type argument with biodiesel.
Right.
We're talking about a byproduct of crush, is that correct?
Yep.
And so we're not into that food versus fuel debate right now.
Yeah, the way I try to explain it is protein is the big deal when it comes to food. The food source for livestock, for humans, that's the basic. One of the things we're trying to cut out of our diets is fat, and that's essentially a triglyceride is what the vegetable oil is, and so that's what we use that product. It's really the main product in a soybean crush situation is a protein meal, and the oil is a byproduct and one for years they didn't have a lot of uses of, and so biodiesel's kind of come along and captured some of that market for that triglyceride, the oil part of that by and large it's not pulling protein out of the food chain. We're pulling that triglyceride, the fat, the energy part of that, and using it to power our vehicles.
Well, Matt, we're going to take a quick break, and I'm going to keep you around because there's some other really cool things that's going on with not only biodiesel, but some of the other products with using soybeans.
Okay.
You're watching Ag AM in Kansas, and we'll see you in just a minute.
Agribusiness brought to you by Tarwater Farm and Home. Come on by, we'll treat you like family.
Thanks for staying with us. Matt, thank you for staying with us. We're at the 2013 Soybean Expo here in Topeka. And Matt, a lot of things, soybeans can be used for a lot of things. And you guys are doing something else that's really kind of cool using soybeans. Tell us about that.
Well, we, with our extensive knowledge that's been developed over the last few years of working with soybean oil and vegetable oils and triglyceride products, we really put a team together. On our farm in western Kansas, we were struggling with Roundup resistant weeds, and killing these harder to kill weeds. And so we were introduced to heard about a product called methylated seed oil. We've developed our own methylated seed oil. It is a herbicide adjuvant that really can go into any herbicide, pesticide application. And the chemistry on it does some really cool things. It's essentially a soybean oil-based crop oil replacement of some of the old traditional petroleum crop oils. But it's not just a replacement, it's actually a tremendously more effective product on a number of levels. It does, chemistry-wise, heat up your herbicide, making it more potent. It's oily, so you get drift control, you get stickiness on the plant. You know, with the heat and dryness we've been dealing with, it really makes that herbicide more available on the plant.
Basically fries the plant.
It does.
Yeah.
It helps kill weeds tremendously better than it used to. So if you're going to go out and spray, this is a good product, just chemistry-wise, to toss into your tank mix.
And looking at things, I mean, let's face it, we're not killing weeds like we were.
Exactly.
I mean, you know, Roundup is a fabulous product and it has worked for many, many years, but now we've got Roundup resistant weeds. Is this an alternative somewhere down the line? Or basically is this just another tool in a farmer's toolbox that they can utilize?
I'd say it's a tool.
Okay.
It's not it's an adjuvant. It's not a new chemical that's designed there, but it's going to help any of these chemicals that you are using currently in your tank mix. And you're right, we need another tool in our toolbox. Used to go kill everything with Roundup, no problem. That's kind of changed. And this is a product I think can really help guys. Absorb 100 is our branded methylated seed oil product.
Easy to find?
Easy to find, absorb100.com.
Okay.
And our biodiesel's at AgriBiz
And let's get back to biodiesel real quick. The availability of biodiesel. You know, you look at some of the guys I know, the Soybean Commission's got a truck that's powered by soybean oil or by biodiesel, excuse me. But finding it relatively available, is that starting to change, you think, Matt?
That's still dependent on your area a little bit. We're happy to visit with guys either directly or with their local fuel supplier. We have those relationships direct with several fuel suppliers in Kansas. We can deliver, or they can get it at the plant, or we have relationships direct with farmers or trucking companies if they're interested in running the product.
Easiest way to get a hold of you then?
Yeah, go to our website, AgriBiz.com, or you can call us. Our office is 620-450-4320, and find us online or just give us a call direct.
Perfect, Matt. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome. Glad to be here.